very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League. It's grade 1 for a Thursday. HSBC up against the India Club Allstars, with HSBC winning the toss and electing to have a bat. So we'll see the team from India Club come out in the field, expecting to see the usual openers from last year. Shian Wijatunga, the captain, and Johan Buttapola opening the batting. We'll get confirmation on that soon. First game for HSBC, even though they have a point already. Unfortunately, a washout against the Chingy Smashers earlier in the season. And we've seen the IC All-Stars already as well. Remember to keep on and keep in touch with all the information on the KCC Morning League via the KCC Match Centre. Just type those words into Google and bring up the Match Centre, which is exactly what I'm going to do now, and have a look at where we stand in the points table for grade 1. The batter's heading out to the middle. I've pulled up the KCC Match Centre, and I can tell you the strikers are on top at the moment. Played 1-1-1, 2 points, and 2 points also for the Sky Warriors Marvels. Also played 1-1-1, 2 points. The Titans, 1 win, 1 loss for 2 points. HSBC with that washout point in equal fourth. And the IC All-Stars just played the one game and lost very narrowly. All right, game time here at KCC. Gurbaj Singh to open the bowling for India Club All-Stars today. And Shian, the captain, on strike, the left-hander. He's going to start with an easy little single onto the leg side and get the runs underway. Two lefties to start with for HSBC. Johan Buttapola. So they've got a deep square leg in place for these two. Done their research in your club All-Stars. No, they're strong on the offside. That's just delicately poked almost down the throat of deep third, but good running on a misfield will allow them to come back for a second. Just fell short of the fielder at a wideish deep third. Now going around to backward point on the 45. And drives that one down the leg side this time, Gerbudge. It's first extra in the books. Loud appeal on the pads. To the left-hander, it's going to get hard to straighten. Trouble is it's going to pitch outside leg. A little dab poke on the offside this time for a quick single. Again on the pads. Height is the call from umpire Atif Hussain. End of the over. We'll run through the playing 11 today for HSBC and then get to the India Club All-Stars as well. Long way down the track again. 3 balls hitting the pads that over, but after one, they survive. HSBC 5 for the loss of no wicket. You're going to see the two out in the middle, the captain Shian Wijatunga for HSBC and Johan Buttapola. Also in the side today, Ravi Achan, Bodhi Gua, Jayasimhan Narasimhan, Saeed Minarjun, Tarusha Mahawaduge, Badika Dharmapala, Vinit Shetty, Maditha Ratnaika, and at number 11, Digital Islam, who we expect will probably open the bowling for HSBC as he does in the second innings. Roshan Yadav, new to India Club this year, to bowl over number 2. 2 Yadavs playing today, Roshan and Akash, unrelated. Tip and run onto the leg side, much like the start of the first over. I'll run through the playing 11 for India Club All-Stars as well. Captain Vikyat Kapoor, Dharmendra Dubey, Muhammad Anis Khan. Is any bat on that? I don't think so. Wait for the signal from umpire Hussain. It is byes. He's getting up on Sateshwar Gaur, the keeper. Ricky Singh, Nitin Bansal, Maran Khan, Abid Khan. I have mentioned already the 2 Yadavs, one of which is bowling now, Roshan, and also Akash. Sateshwar Gaur, it looks like he's got the gloves on there. And the opening bowler, Gurbaj Singh, rounding out the playing 11 for IC All-Stars today. Cut away nicely. Can't beat Akash Yadav at point. Good piece of fielding. Saving 3 there. They've got a deep mid-wicket in place for Xi'an. That's good bowling on the offside, not allowing the pivot from the big hitting left-hander. 1 of 5 so far for Xi'an. So a very measured start. We've seen some starts from him going big early, but not so far. This could be out if it hits. Gurbaj Singh had Xi'an Wijatunga cold. He knows it. And safely through in the end to round out the over with 4 runs coming from it after 2 HSBC. 5 runs, in fact, in the end. 5 from the first, 5 from the second after 2 HSBC. 10 for the loss of no wicket. Cutaway, and again, can't beat Akash Yadav just lurking backward of point. Deep third, deep square leg for Gurbaj's second over, much like the first. A slip in place as well, Ricky Singh. And that's interesting. To dab it on the offside, went down to fine leg. Got the single. Nice straight bowling and nice straight bat from Johan. This one's picked out mid-wicket. Only player there lurking. That one's another one down leg. The risk reward of bowling over the wicket with the right arm to 2 left-handers. Hasn't decided to go around the wicket yet, Gurbaj, trying to angle the ball in. He might do soon with back-to-back wides down leg. Singh resets. And first bit of aggression from the openers of HSBC. And it's a big one all the way through mid-wicket for 6. Batapola gets the first boundary. Picked this one up nicely. And a vacant mid-wicket region there for the picking. And pick it he did. Zero interest again, this time from umpire Imran Arif. More interest about making sure his front foot's okay. End of the over. 9 runs coming from the third, halfway through the power play. HSBC 19 for the loss of no wickets. Roshan Yadav to continue. And another chop down from Shian. Stopped by the floating third inside the circle. Leaves that one alone. Stays inside the trams. Picks up another dot. This time, the dab poke. There's a mix-up, though. Akash Yadav's gone to the wrong end. It's good fielding again. He's patrolled that point region very well. But it was Butterpola that was going to be caught short as he came halfway down the pitch. In the end, gets back safely. Tries to go forward a point, but they have a forward point as well. A cover point. Ricky Singh there. No slip in place for the spinner. Got a long on in place as well as a deep mid-wicket for Yadav. You're going to have to scamper, and they scamper well. Johan's call, and he gets home safely.
Anis, Akash, Ricky, Vikyat, Roshan, I'm assuming he's replaced Gurubaj there. Hat on. Don't know anyone on the other side though.
No idea.
Gurubaj Singh to continue. Bowler third now in the power play. Looking to find a wicket. This could be it. It's up in the air. The captain, Vikyat Kapoor, gets underneath it and removes his counterpart. Shian Widjatunga departs for 4. Massive wicket. HSBC lose their first on 26. Not the start to the season Widjatunga was looking for, but certainly a big wicket for IC Allstars. Gurubaj gets his first. Was threatening with LBWs, but then the false stroke onto the offside will mean Ravi Archard comes to the crease at number 3 inside the power play. Good start from HSBC, 26 on the board. New batter out to the middle. Slip going back in place, and now it'll be a left-right combo with the right-handed Ravi Archant to the crease. Six-3 offside field, it looks like. They're going to slip. Deep third, point, cover, extra cover, mid-off. And he's managed to put that one down the leg side of the right-hander this time. Not adjusting after his first 2 overs to left-handers. Oh, and that one's spooned up. Not how much bat was involved, a little bit perhaps, as it skied off onto the offside. Allowing safely. There was a big thud pad sound up here. Good delivery from Gerbaj. Putting the pressure on Ravi Achan early. And then he goes bang. 4 runs. Just forward of square. Captain Kapoor just has to trot on over and pick that one up over the ropes. As Achan gets his first runs. And this one has been smoked out of the middle of the bat, outside off, straight back over. 4 runs down towards the Kowloon Bowling Club. Back-to-back 4s for Achan. Nice stroke. Picked it up early. The infield all inside the circle. And that was fortuitous off the pads on the leg stump. Picked out the backward square on the 45. Anis Khan there. Had it been to his left or right, it would have been 3 4s in a row. As it is, it's a dot ball to finish off the over. A successful one for India Club All-Stars. Also 9 runs coming from it. 1 over left to the power play. HSBC are going at 7s. They're 35 for 1. First change in bowling today for the India Club All-Stars. Roshan Yadav will keep a couple up his sleeve. Imran Khan will take over for the final over of the power play. Good first delivery as Vadapola looks to go leg side. Full outside off. Picks up the dot. This time it's in the air and that one's gone. Big one from Vadapola, his 3rd maximum. He's loving that leg side region. Toted off the first ball, missed it all. Got all of it this time. They have the deep mid-wicket in place and he just watched it sail all the way over towards the trees. And down. Around the wicket now. And squares Vadapola up there. That's a good ball. . We never saw Gurbaj Singh go around the wicket, but this one showing that it's not a bad angle to bowl to Batapola. Back live. That one started very wide and took off even wider. A few extras piling up for the All-Stars. Oh, that could be out. Oh, just back in time. What a back flick that was from Maran. Ravi Archan was sent back in a wise decision from Yasin Batapola. Watch on the side angle here. And Ravi's caught short and then goes, hang on, the ball's coming. Just gets the bat down in time. Big leading edge through a vacant slip cordon. Anas Khan. Get back for two in the end. A bit of an overthrow. It's all going on this over. Run out chances, maximums, misfields, overthrows. Still a ball left to the power play. A slower one this time from Maran and help down the leg side for another boundary. Batapola moves to 29 inside the power play. Power play done though. HSBC going at 8. They're 48 for 1. Power play done. First over outside the power play will be bowled by the captain, Vikyat Kapoor. Ravi Archan on strike. They're really putting the pressure on the fielders here. Another direct hit. Another safely home just in time. Watch on the replay. Another direct hit here from the India club. And just gets the bat down in time. Chancing it here, HSBC, to keep the runs ticking over. Ravi Archan, 2 times now in the last 6 balls. He's had his heart in his mouth, whether he's made it back in time. And he's safely down the non-striker's end. Batapola on 29. 22 of his runs coming in boundaries so far. Oh, that's going to be 28 runs in boundaries, I suggest, as that one's put down towards the little red tractor in the action for the first time today. Not exactly to the red tractor, just to the training sheds. And too short there from Kapoor. Gave Batapola here lots of time. Going to have to skip that replay because we're going to go back live. Another quick single. I'll be safely home for sure that time. But again, it's Archan running to the danger end each time. The maximum also brought up the half century for HSBC. They can just find singles for the rest of the over. They've got the maximum as well. There's already 8 off the first 4. Run rate continues to climb. You can see 8.55 currently. They've got a deep square leg and a deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep cover point. They do not, however, have a fine leg. A little bit of bat on that one and ricochets off. Gore with the gloves on and 4 runs. About a polar. 2 a ball 40 now. Final delivery of the 7th. Well, that's going to be re-bowled and 5 more runs into the books as it races away for 4. Big over this one. 18 off it so far. Still 1 ball remaining. And the run rate's jumped from the 8s to the 9s now. Oh, the pivot on this one is just sublime. Backward of square under 45, down to the boundary cafe for 4. Massive over comes to an end. 22 runs coming from the 7th, and HSBC all of a sudden are going at 10s. They're 70 for 1. "35 runs coming in the last 2 overs, half the score for HSBC as they power up to 70 as Imran Khan will bowl a second. Went for 13 in his first. Did trouble Ravi Achan a couple of times though. This one hasn't got all of it, and that's fortunate for Achan as it falls short of Gurbaj Singh at long on. And they run there as it's picked up by the backstop. And to take a quick single. Ricky Singh doesn't pull the trigger. This is tidy. Good fight back from Maran. This is going to be 4. A little flick from Achan. So the runs continue. This partnership, Myra Baloch is in broadcast with me as always. And Myra, how much is the partnership?
50 off 21.
50. Half-century partnership off 21 deliveries after the first wicket falling on 26. I think the HSBC players have noticed. It is up on the scoreboard now. 50 off 21's quite the clip. And just pull up the scorecard for me, Myra, and let's see how many extras are in the book so far today. 13. 1 by, 12 wides. Of course, it was the 5 wides, so that doesn't help, but there's been quite a few others early on. Oh, and that is smoked. Sheer power from Archant. Back live for the final delivery of the 8th. This could be out though. It's up in the air. Gurbaj Singh gets underneath it, and that's the end of a 55-run partnership. Ravi Archan departs for 19. HSBC lose their second on 81. That's a good way to end Maran Khan's second, getting the second wicket for the IC All-Stars as Dharmapala comes to the crease. And Ricky Singh looks like he's going to bowl over number 9. And Ricky Singh takes the cap off. Dharmapala will be at the non-striker's end as the opener, Johan Buttapola, continues. To 45 off 23 now. Deep in wicket, deep square leg, long on, log off, deep point. 5 outside. Also, I should say, they do have a deep extra cover, which meant they had 6 outside the circle, so the deep point has come inside the circle. And the deep cover is being pushed around to the extra cover position to cover, as you can see on screen there, just near the dugouts, just now our broadcast area up in the swimming pool pavilion. Right arm around the wicket. A little dab poke into the shoe of Gore. This could be a chance in the deep. Going back, and into the training nets on the full for 6. And that's the half century for Johan Buttapola. 51 off 25, going at over 2 a ball. 3 fours, 5 maximums, including this one to bring up his half century. Swinging hard down to long off this time. Will only be the single. Lucky 88s for HSBC. Oh, big leading edge there from Dharmapala, but he'll get his first runs off the bat today. There's nobody in close. Keeps it well outside off. And Buttapola pleads his case for a wide. Perhaps he had one. It was very close to that tram line. It's in the books as a dot, 1 ball left. And it's a big fat pie from Singh. But Badapola not able to capitalise, and we'll just get the single. So it'll be 9 runs coming from the 9th as HSBC move to 90 for 2. Myra, let's have a look at the Hong Kong, shall we? And that massive 22-run over there from Kapoor. A couple of wickets so far, but as we head towards the halfway mark, we'd say it's been HSBC's first half as Anis Khan comes into the attack for the first time today. And it's Khan to the left-handed Badapola and puts it straight down the leg side to start with. Those extras continue to pile up for IC Allstars. Around the wicket, same result. This could be out. This is skied in the air. 2 converging in the deep. The 2 are going to collide. Oh, dear. That's the second time we've seen that happen in a week. 2 fielders running for the ball at the same time. 1 down. It was a full... He took the catch in the end. That's the end of Johan Badapola for a very fine 54. We'll get confirmation on who took the catch and who is still down a little winded. Saeed Minhaj to the crease at number 5. All the players are up and about, so I think they'll be fine. Given the impact of the collision, it's amazing that the catch was still taken. So Anis has got one. What he's got is a big hitting Saeed. Hit onto the offside. The captain Kapoor gets through him. Still one ball left to get us to the halfway mark. Been an eventful over so far. Kept the runs down at least. Can't get past Ricky and extra cover. So end of a successful over for the IC All-Stars. Halfway there. 10 overs done. HSBC 96 for 3. Ricky Singh to continue. Bowler second over here. As the IC All-Stars looking to fight back. Oh, that's a good ball. Dharmapala just following it as it gripped and ripped. Happy to watch this one. The dots racking up. At the halfway mark there, Myra, 96 on the board. What's your prediction for HSBC? 175, says Myra Baloch. That's a pretty good guess, I reckon. 183. Cut hard. Well fielded. Imran Khan now at the point position. Well, that's a very tidy over from Ricky Singh. Just the single coming from the 11th. HSBC stalling a bit just before the century mark there. 97 for 3. And he's Khan to bowl over number 12. Just a single coming in the last 8 deliveries after a couple of wickets falling. New batters to the crease. Full toss and doesn't carry out into the deep. They had protection at deep mid-wicket. This will be a single out towards the little red tractor. And Gurbaj Singh does the fielding. That one's yeeted down the leg side, and while umpire Imran Arif raises the arms, a quick apology to Ricky Singh, previous over. That was a maiden. It was an errant single in there, but it was 6 dot balls. So maiden first one today. 3 runs this over. One more to get to the century mark. Will we see it done with a boundary, as we like to see in broadcast? They're going to get through for a leg by. That's not a boundary, but it is the 100 for HSBC. 100 for 3, looking pretty in the 12th. Oh, that's beautifully fielded, and I think a direct hit. Might have been short. No, in the end. Safely home. Yes, no, yes, no. Final delivery of the 12th. It's been quite tidy from Anis. 4 runs so far. I'll still get through for a single to finish off the 12th. Run rate dropping down to 8.42. HSBC 101 for 3. Ricky Singh on the back of his maiden to bowl a third. If you're watching along at home or anywhere around the world, very good morning to you, and feel free to drop into the YouTube chat and let us know who you're supporting today. Both teams, I'm sure, with lots of supporters. We've got a HSBC doubleheader this week, Myra. Oh, this could be a wicket for Ricky Singh. Gore gets underneath it, does the good glove work. And that's the end of Dharmapala for 5. The 4th wicket falls for HSBC on 101. Ricky Singh fighting back for IC Allstars. 6 dots, and then the next ball, wicket. That'll bring Bodhi Gua to the crease at number 6 to join Saeed Minaj. And all of a sudden, it was only 2 overs ago we were doing the predictions. I feel my 183 might be a little high. Still plenty of batting to come for HSBC. But at the moment, Ricky Singh is a little unplayable. He's still got 11 legal deliveries left. So for Gua, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, long on, long off, and a deep cover. 5 outside the circle. It's an extra cover catching position. Backward point, fly third. A backward square on the 45. And Gua comes forward to smother that one. Two minds there. Bodhi wants to come forward and then goes back. Ricky wants his long on brought in. I think the captain has said go back. So he's now floating. As you can see, top of screen. Now he's been sent back to the ropes. Vacant square leg means Kapoor comes around from that backward square on the 45 to do the fielding. And Bodhi gets his first runs and ruins a string of dots for Ricky. Ten in a row for Singh, including a wicket. Now just the one single with one ball left of his third. And it will be a very tidy over again. 1 for 1 off his third. 13 done. HSBC 102 for 4. Yes, Mara was talking about the HSBC doubleheader this week. We've got HSBC today and we've got HSBC Life tomorrow against the Sunlawn Titans, which is mostly, if not all, a Kowloon Cricket Club team. First time seeing both of those sides this season. And it'll be a cracking one. Again, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Right here on KCC Morning League YouTube. Anis Khan to bowl a third. He's got 1 for 10 off 2. Gua on strike on 1. Oh, this is going to be close. It's out if it hits. It doesn't. And Nice knows how he had him again caught cold this time. Saeed Minaj would have been kept on trotting straight back to the dugout had that had hit. Watch the replay from the side-on angle, but I think you'll find Saeed was a long way short. Yes, a long way short. Pretty much given up. Survives, back on strike, 2 off 6. Calls a catch. It could be catch. Imran Khan getting around and underneath it. Takes the catch. A great run around to his left. Through to cow corner. And that's the end of Saeed Minaj. HSBC lose their 5th on 103. Have a look at that one on this camera angle and you'll get to see how far Imran Khan ran. Look at him, top of the screen. Off he goes. Keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Gets to cow corner, takes the catch. A fine catch in the outfield. We've seen a few this season in that region. That's another one added to the collection as Mahawaduga comes to the crease, number 7. Everything's slowing down here for HSBC. They're going at 10s after 9. They're down to 7.73 now, you see on screen. Current run rate will get them to 155. Anissa's got 2. That has hit hard, but hit hard straight to Gerbage. So gets off the mark with a single. And fortunately for Anise, that missed run-out opportunity only cost the team 1 run. They lose by 1. Might be ruining it, but as it stands, gets that one to pop up and stick a bit to go up. Looking for the dab feather and gets nothing on it. Another dot. Another tidy over from the IC All-Stars. There, got the dab poke, but straight to the fly third. So it'll be a dot to finish off. Just 2 runs and a wicket. Coming in the 14th, HSBC 104.45. Ricky Singh to bowl out here. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 10. Down on one knee, calls a catch again. Can't get there this time, Imran Khan. 4 runs. Well, lots of dots and wickets for Ricky Singh, but the big hitting Tharusha goes through mid-wicket for 4. Goes long this time, won't make the boundary as 2 converge to cut that one off. finding constant singles out in the deep. Straight to Akash Yadav. That would have been a suicide run. Talusha saying, easy Tiger. No need to go for those ones. And to be honest, law of averages would suggest that a run out would come because they've been so close many times today, India Club. So this time they'll get a single to finish off the over. 7 runs coming from the end of Ricky Singh's spell. A great spell it was. Have a look at the baby bowling card, Myra. Just Singh. Well, Singh's still got an over left. That's not right. The scoreboard says he's bowled 4. Baby bowling. Oh, there he is, Ricky. I'm looking at Gerbarge's figures. Yeah, Ricky Singh 1 for 18. Dharmendra Dubey bowling over number 15. Again, tries to get a run near Akash Yadav. This is going to be out, and it's a matter of who takes the damage, and Gua will walk on that one, fall on his sword. He took the run. Talusha not interested. That was the ball before. We'll get to see the replay very shortly. As Vinit Shetty comes to the crease. At number 8. This is a replay of the mix-up. Gua deciding he'll take responsibility for that one and leave the big hitting. Talusha out there. Vinit Shetty. Job to do with 4.5 overs left of the innings. It's going to be another extra, which has really helped out HSBC. They'd be below 100 had the extras not been included. A full loopy one. So first runs for Shetty. These two need to stay out in the middle for HSBC for the next 3 overs at least, while continuing to put the runs on. You know that Mahawa Dugga is going to try to hit big every ball. This time, just scoops it on out to Mehran. A full one, but gets away with it as he hits it straight to Ricky at extra cover. So pretty tidy start from Dubey. Generating a wicket with the run out. None for 3 off his first. As HSBC with 4 overs remaining are 115 for 6. Roshan Yadav back into the attack, opening the bowling in the power play. A good start, cramping Tarusha for some room there. They put Akash Yadav out at a catching position at deep cover point. Not at point anymore. That's swatted hard down towards the little red tractor. Work to do for Gurbaj Singh. He can't get there. That was sweetly timed from Shetty. Placed it nicely to the little red tractor. And back live. That should be an extra. Is an extra. That's a good ball. Leading edge down to the fly third for a single. Scoops it straight, work to do, and splits the gap. The slide from Gurbaj, unable to cut that one off. That was another one that was really nicely timed. It was in the slot and kept it nice and straight, keeping long on and long off out of the equation. Straight back over Roshan's head. He's done some running this over, Gurbaj Singh. Won't have to worry about that one, as that's a flat back six. Takes the short boundary backward of square, and big runs coming this over. Much needed for HSBC as they stalled in those middle overs. 17 off the over so far. Still a ball to come. Oh, very good comeback delivery. Played all over the top of that one. Mahawadugat. End of the 17th. 3 overs remain. HSBC. 132 for 6. Dubé to continue. This could be a chance. Nope, split the gap perfectly. 6 all the way through cow corner. Both of these two in the middle. Hitting big. Got the partnership up over the quarter century mark now. 26 off 10. That's a long boundary, the cow corner. 6. No troubles here for Vinit Shetty. Picked it up well outside off, down on one knee. And off it sails. This one along the ground, out to deep extra cover where they have protection. No deep point though. So needs to be careful in that region. Deep extra cover, long on, long off, deep mid-wicket, deep square. It was a big charge from Tarusha, but backed out of it in the end. Getting some turn, but too much turn. This one swatted straight down the throat. Could be Roshan Yadav again out in the deep. And that's the end of Mahawaduga for 19. The 7th wicket falls for HSBC on 140. First wicket for Dubey, and a good fight back after going for a maximum at the beginning of the over against the big wicket of Tarusha. Breaks another partnership as Narasimhan comes to the crease at number 9. Handy little cameo, gets a round of applause from the HSBC dugout. There's just 3 wickets in hand now. 2.2 overs remaining. Should get up over the 150. Not going to get anywhere near our 175, 183 predictions at the halfway mark. And the dab to point and the yes, no, don't run as Akash does the fielding. Late inclusion for HSBC. Narasimhan. And he's going to be out here. It's gone straight up in the air. Gore takes another one. Dubey gets his second. The 8th falls for HSBC as Narasimhan doesn't trouble the scorers. Out for a duck. HSBC 140 for 8. It's going to bring Ratnaika to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end. As this one's just skied up in the air. Toe of the bat. Didn't really know where it went. That's where it went. In the gloves of Gore. Second time today he's had to do that. The big skied ball. Does well. Vinod Shetty now has to take control with 2 overs remaining. Gurbaj Singh to bowl the penultimate over. He's got 1 for 23 so far. I've already seen it, but Vinod Shetty can hit a big ball. He's got 12 legal deliveries remaining to try to get his side up to a total they can defend. Can somehow generate 15 to 20 more runs here. Very handy. Gurbaj will be looking to pick up a second. They're going to start with a single. Vinod wanted 2. Ratnaika less interested. Going to take strike instead. He scoops one out through mid-off for a single. And Gurbaj doing the bowling. Rungshan's moved around to the long-off position. Shetty back on strike, going at 2 a ball. Strike rate at 200. Only find 1 backward of square with Anis Khan able to cut that one off. I'm saying they needed maybe 7 or 8 and over here, but they've just got the 3 singles to start with. Can they find the boundary? No, is the answer. As that cannons into the off stump. Ratnaika departs for 1. Gurbaj Singh gets his second. HSBC lose their 9th on 143. Final batter coming to the crease for HSBC. Their opening bowler, Islam. Dilshadu Islam. He just has to chop down on that one. As it was looking to find his leg stump. And it's gone straight onto the middle stump, and that'll bring an end to the HSBC innings, not batting out the full 20. They're bowled out for 143 as we head into the innings break here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Myra, let's have a look at the batting and bowling cards. And it started strong, started well for HSBC. They were 90 for 1. The captain out early, Shian Wijatunga just 4, but a fabulous half-century from Johan Buttapola, getting the runs on the board, and a nice half-century partnership with Ravi Archan as well. Couple of 19s and a 15 late from Vinod Shetty, but it just tailed away in the end, bowled out in 19. For the Allstars bowling, in the end with 2 in the final over, Gurbaj Singh getting 3 for 26, and a couple of twofers. Maran Khan with a 2 for 12, and Dubey with a 2 for 11, and singles to Maran Khan. So is Anis Khan with the double, and Ricky Singh 1 for 18 off 4. We're in the innings break here at KCC. Join us in around 10 minutes time for all the exciting action of the KCC Morning League. Innings break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. Aaron Bush with you, joined by Myra Baloch in broadcast. 143 for HSBC in their first innings, being bowled out in 19. So 144 required as the two openers, Ricky Singh and Nitin Bansal, come to the crease for India Club Allstars. And it should be Dilshadul Islam to open the bowling for HSBC. Game time, second innings for a Thursday morning in Grade 1. Islam to Singh. Just eases it onto the leg side. And that one's full and well into the tram line. So we saw plenty of extras in the first innings, and the first one in the second, getting the first run on the board for IC All-Stars. Most of the team up here in the swimming pool pavilion for the All-Stars, enjoying the KCC Morning League breakfast. Not for Ricky Singh and Nitin, though, as they're out in the middle on the pads outside the line of leg. Looks to cut away on the offside. Misses it all. Another dot ball. Good Yorker length there. Squeezed out through square. No runs off the bat so far. And again, beaten outside off. Vinit Shetty to bowl over number 2 for HSBC. Nitin Bansal to face his first delivery today. Handy with the bat. Shetty, 19 not out, or 15 not out I think it was. Late runs, helping to push the score up towards that 150 mark. And they need some wickets here, HSBC. And that could be the first one. No, just over the top of point. It's going to go for 4. Used the pace of Shetty and just popped it straight over the top of the point fielder's head, which usually is Badapola, and assuming it is this season as well. It was a chance just over the head. See on the replay. It was only inches in it, but it was enough and well timed. 4 runs. Oh, this could be out as well. No, that one doesn't carry to anyone this time. He's gone over the top and fallen short this over. It's very quick from Vinnett. Captain Shihan Wijatunga just at a backward point. They put Batapola out at deep point now. That one's cut, one bounce. Ricochet from Shihan's going to allow the first single off the bat. It was hit hard, one bounce with a backspin as well. It's gone into the hands and then cannoned out, allowing the single. And Ricky again looking to go on the offside, but can't get any bat on that one from Shetty. Budika Dharmapala, the wicketkeeper there, bottom of screen. You've got Tarusha Mahaduga at mid-on, left of screen. Run through the rest of the field after this delivery. And calls the catch as it spoons just left of Bodhi Gua at mid-wicket. Tarusha has to do the fielding. They'll get back for two. So Shian's at that backward point. Batapola out in the deep at deep point. Ravi Archant at extra cover. Islam at mid-off. We've said Tarusha at mid-on. Bodhi Gua at mid-wicket. And they've got a backward square and a fine leg inside the circle. Third is outside the circle. And just inside the tram, shouldered arm, 7 runs coming from the second. India Club All-Stars 8 for none, needing another 136 at 7.56. Just eased onto the offside, but can't find a gap. Islam into his second. Tidy in his first, just the wide coming from it. Oh, that's going to be a big one. Just forward of square, clears the ropes for 6. Nicely played, using the pace from Islam and out of the screws. Up and over the ropes. Bodhi Good has to go collect that one. He's out at deep mid-wicket. No chance. As you can see him just running around to pick that one up. Top of screen. It's nowhere near his fielding position. They've got a fine leg outside the circle as well for the left-handed Islam. There's that little dab poke onto the offside. Munsell looking solid. 11 off 6 now. Got a big one and a small one to his name. 11 runs, 10 in boundaries. Which is just the start India Club All-Stars wanted. This one is fortunately mistimed. Just 2 bounces to Gua in the deep. Looking to drive hard, but picks out Tarusha at mid-on. Yet to see any fireworks from Ricky. You know, he can. So far being tamed a little. Final delivery of the third. And that had to be fielded, and it was fielded well because that was flying away. They had protection out in the deep, but I'm not sure that would have got cut off. It was hit nice and straight, well fielded by Shetty, who will bowl over number 4. 7 runs coming from the third. ISC Allstars of 15 for none, needing another 129 at 7.59. Some changes in the field before Vinette starts, with Gua going in to mid-wicket inside the circle. And sits straight to point, and the captain, Shihan. Batapola's moved around to a backward point. You can see there, well backward underneath the boundary cafe, and a deep third as well. The 2 outside the circle. Thoughts, and decides that one will be called wide. And that's nicely played. It won't beat Islam as he comes around, fields it to his left. Saved 3 runs because that was flying away. And Ricky Singh's faced most of the deliveries so far of the partnership. No deep mid-wicket. And they put a slip in place as well. Shian's moved across. So I think they're going to find the edge. Again, keeping it outside off and cramping Singh. So Shian's gone to slip. Batapola's come in from the deep to replace him at point. So just the deep third. Looks like the only one outside the circle. Aggressive. And Mahaduga does the fielding this time, but doesn't pull the trigger. They'll get through safely for a single. And it's nicely played, work to do. Batapola against the boot down on that one. Saves 3. Tries to flick it off the pads with a bit of charge down. It'll be a dot to finish with. Just the 4 runs coming from the 4th. India Club All-Stars, 19 for none, needing another 125 for victory. Islam to bowl a third. Bansal on strike. Singh's come a long way down considering that went straight to extra cover. Sheehan crossing over to the other side as well. Deep forward square and a deep mid-wicket, the two outside the circle. They've got a backstop leg inside the circle and mid-on. And keeps it nicely outside the arc. I'm not sure what Nitton's pleading there. The reason he found it wide is because his foot's over in that tram line and the ball went inside the tram line on the other side. It's scooped in the air. It's going to fall safely this time again. Just wide of Talusha and not long enough for Gua. Get the single. Again, a miss hit. It's going to save Ricky Singh here as it's just a pitching wedge up in the air. Falls well inside the circle. Feeling something's going to give here. Either these India Club All-Star batters are going to start finding boundaries. A wicket may fall once they start coming out of the middle. Could be big. Oh, that is going to be four. Along the ground, backward of square. Nicely played. Just flicking off the pads. Islam can't believe it. Just picked that one off middle stump. Back live. Shetty gets the ball, a shy, a hit was out, long way gone. Another one, chance goes begging, as they did in the first innings as well. 7 runs coming again from an Islam over. 5 done, 1 over left of the power play. India Club All-Stars, 26 for none. Have a look at the side-on angle. You'll see that Bansal was well short. We're going to have a look at this one in slow-mo from the other angle as the over change comes. And the man that had a shy pick up there from Shetty. You can see the throw. Vinachetti to bowl a third. And that's going to be runs. All the way runs. Backward of square on the 45. Bansal. He's got 26 of the 32 runs on the board himself now, going past the quarter century mark. Wasn't as controlled as some of the others, but that one there, everyone inside the circle. So 6 runs it is. Back live. And then he almost holes out to Ravi Archer just on the half volley. And extra cover. That was close. That's the 6 replay. Oh, this fluky. Almost going through and castling, but gets 4 runs instead. It's a big over to end the power play at the moment. Bansal moves to 30. And has he got the edge? Yes, he has. Bansal's big 30 runs off 19 deliveries comes to an end. India Club lose their first inside the power play. They're 36 for 1. Thought it might have been Ricky Singh that'd get the edge outside off, but this time it was Nitton. Gave himself too much room off the toe of the bat. And Shetty gets his first as Abid Khan comes to the crease with 2 balls left of the power play. Vinit Shetty to Abid Khan. Oh, he gets one just past the outside edge as well. Hands on head from Shetty, thinking that one almost got through. So 10 runs and a wicket coming at the end of the power play. 6 done. I see Allstars 36 for 1, needing another 108 at 7.71. Comparison time at the end of the power play. And HSBC were 48 for 1. But, as we know, and Myra's going to put the worm up there for us, it was a fast first 10 overs for HSBC. And then kind of flatlined. You can see there the 3rd wicket falling for HSBC right at the 10 halfway mark. So I see Allstars going at 6s, keeping the run rate required around 7.7 as Saeed Minhaj into the attack for the first time today. He'll be bowling to Ricky Singh. Eases it out through Cow Corner. He might have found the gap here. And he has. 2 players converging. Neither can cut them off. Only person doing the fielding there is KCC Morning League boss Afzal Header, sitting on a chair, watching on. Picked him out beautifully. Must have been looking for the man in yellow out in the deep. That's exactly where that one went from Ricky. And back live. That's skied up in the air. Islam getting across. Just tumbles and falls as it gets to it. And gets a life Singh on 8. Moves to 9. It's a good effort running around from deep third, basically to fine leg, trying to take that catch. Dilshadul Islam and couldn't hold on. Abid Khan looking to get off the mark. Outside the power play. 5 outside the circle. Good ball from Saeed, angling in. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Cow corner now for Tarusha. So a vacant long on really if he goes straight. Then there's a deep point and Islam at deep third, the 5 outside the circle. Onto the thigh pad, no run available that time. More dots after the boundary to start with. Well, that's a way to get off the mark. That's coming our way. I heard that hit a shed somewhere. That one might need a new one. I'll have to run out the back and see if we can find it. Well, we went up on top of the swimming pool pavilion above our heads. We've got the ball back. That was big. That's a nice way to get off the mark for Abid Khan. Ended the over as well. 11 runs coming from the 7th. Allstars are 47 for 1, needing another 97 now. As Tarusha into the attack for the first time today. Mahawaduga. Just off the hip there for Ricky. Takes a single. It's chopped over the top, a backward point, and that's going to race away for 4. More runs for Abid Khan. He was none off 5. He's 10 off 7. I'm going to chance it on Achan's arm. That's a direct hit. Well, it's going to race away for 4, so it's going to be 5. It was inches away from being a run out. Instead, it's in the books as a 5, ricocheting off the stumps and flying away down to the ropes. Good, have fun with that, Myra, putting that one in. Did it myself, in fact. Just type in the number 5. You can see Achan was onto it quickly. Sing through safely just as he gets the bat down, and then matter of millimetres, what would have been a run out 0 turns into a 5. Abid Khan 15 off 8 now. And he'll be back on strike again with 2 balls left to the 8th. Oh. Another single. Another good over. Keeping the IC All-Stars runs ticking over. 12 off it so far. 1 ball left. And up and over the top of Shetty's head at mid-off. 2 bounces over the ropes for 4. A big over comes to an end. 16 runs coming from the 8th. I see All-Stars 63 for 1, needing another 81 and 6.75 for the first time the run rate required down under 7. Ravi Archan to bowl over number 9. Tarusha heads on out to deep extra cover now. Shiyan will replace Ravi Archan at the catching extra cover, well inside the circle. Dharmapula wants to put the helmet on, come up to the stumps to keep for Ravi Archan. The big hitting Abed Khan on strike. Flick, work to do. Ratanaker can't cut that one off. And another boundary to Abed Khan. And he's going at 200s now, 20 off 10. But he was none off 5. So, Myra, that means he scored 20 off 5 deliveries. Since he started scoring runs, he's going at 400s. Aided by 5, of course. Full and beaten this time. Trying to go again on the leg side from outside off. That's going to be an extra, which HSBC at this point can't really afford. And that's the vacant leg side. Bodhi Gua has to come all the way in off the rope for mid-wicket to do that fielding. 33-run partnership now. Just like that. Ricky Singh back on strike. He's gone aerial. It's up in the air and it's going all the way over the top of the India Club All-Stars dugout. And the 2 of them now on 21. Ricky Singh 2-1 off 2-1. Abed Khan 2-1 off 1-2. Back live. Gets it on the pad as it was hamming down the leg. Already another big over. 3 overs in a row in double figures. 12 off this one with the ball remaining. HSBC need to try to figure out how to break this partnership. Not going to be able to dot it out from here. They need wickets. Could this be one? It's out in the deep. Getting underneath, judging it well, takes the catch, and it is the end of a 39-run partnership. Ravi Archan strikes at the end of his first. I see All-Stars lose their second on 75. Saeed Minaj with a well-judged catch in the deep. It's going to bring Akash Yadav to the crease. Number 4 for IC All-Stars. He'll be at the non-striker's end, and the captain, Shian Wijatunga, to take over the ball to get us to the halfway mark. Bowl the 10th over. The danger man will be Akash Yadav. Already in plenty of runs this season on weekend cricket. He's at the non-striker's end, and Abid Khan could be almost was out, but hit it over the top of Ratnayker's head for 6. Misjudged there from Madita. He ran in, but if he'd stayed on the ropes, he might have been a chance. See on the replay. No, we won't, because we're probably going to have to go back live here. We will. It's flied away. That's going to be 4 as well. Into the 30s already, Abid Khan. Leg by. So Akash Yadav to face his first delivery. For the left-handed Yadav, they've got a deep square, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep cover. Only person on the leg side inside the circle is the fine leg. Who will do that fielding? Islam cuts that one off. A direct hit, was it? It was. This ricochet didn't cost 4 more runs. It just stays as a single. And the field will have to shuffle again. Ravi Archant putting in the yards, running across now from extra cover to extra cover. And this could be 4. It's flicked nicely. And it will be 4. Nice and fine. But it's buys. Leg buys? Buys. I thought he got some bat on that or pat on that, but doesn't really matter. Still 4 runs in the books for the IC Allstars. And a big over comes to an end with 16 runs coming off it. Halfway there, I see All-Stars way more than halfway there. They're 91 for 2. They need 53 more in the final 10 at 5.3. Myra, we're at the halfway mark. I'll get you to scroll down and let me see the last time an over didn't go for double figures. There we go, over 5. Since then, the next 5 have all gone for double figures, and that's why the IC All-Stars are looking good. 91 for 2. Comparison time. Remember at the halfway mark, HSBC were 96 for 3. But a very slow second half. Less than 50 runs in the final 10 overs. On the toes of Akash, who manages to hit it straight to Abid Khan. Does the fielding for the opposition, getting his body in the way. That's a big full toss, and it's been given what it deserves. Watch out, little red tractor! One bounce into the little red tractor, and that's a 6. I mean, the one bounce was over the ropes into the tractor, is what I'm saying. Poor little red tractor, getting peppered by Akash Yadav. Big, fat, full toss. The pie was served, and it was snacked on by Akash Yadav. And he's hit it so well into the little red tractor, they can't find the ball. So, there'll be a little delay here. 97 for 2. Less than 50 required now. Ball found. Thank you, Tarusha, for locating that one. And after the big one, this takes a nice easy one into the vacant leg side. Rotate the strike back to Abid Khan. Well, that is sweetly timed, but straight to Shetty, who should cover it and does in the deep. Achan to Yadav. Here's the wrist, but it was straight to Ratnaika, but a little misfield will allow another single. 100 up for IC All-Stars, inside 11, doing it nicely. Oh, that's a good ball, outside off. A slash from Abid, misses it all, swatted at butterflies to finish off the over. Well, it was the first over since the 5th to go for less than double figures, just 9 runs coming from the 11th, but that means they only need it at 4.89 now from here to get the last 44 runs with 9 overs to spare. The captain again to bowl, Shion Wijatunga. Thanks to buys and leg buys. His over only went for 11 on his figures, but it went for 16. And Yadav on strike. He takes the easy single down to Saeed Minaj at long off. Keeps it along the ground. This time Saeed in a catching position. And that's cut away. 2 combine. Islam does it all himself in the end. And then, what happened there? Looked like it cannoned into Akash. Anyway, a couple of singles to start the 12th. And every single makes the fielders have to change position. Work to do for Batapola, backward of square. He's getting around. He gets the boot down in time. They will get back for 2 as he turns around and picks up. Not giving up many chances, these IC All-Stars batters. The wickets needed for HSBC as soon as possible. Nice little 29-run partnership already between Akash Yadav and Abid Khan. Not going to run this time to point. And tidy from Shian this time. And get away with a dot ball here. Just keep the pressure on and play the game deep at least for HSBC. As it goes up and over the top of cover. Bodhi Gua comes around from cover point. Keeps it to 1. So that'll just be 5 runs coming from the 12th. I see All-Stars 105 for 2. Saeed Minaj to bowl over number 13. Oh, bottom hand. Wasn't far at carrying to Ravi Archer, but again, They generate 2 runs out of it, finding the gap. And a flick with the wrists out to Shetty in the deep. There's walk on through for 1. It's going to be a canter. Just walk it in, this one, for IC All-Stars. The way it's going, at least. And a flick out into the deep. 2 bounces to Bodie. Uses the wrists, and that should be 4, unless there's somebody out at the offside cow corner. Well, there is not. 4 it is. Our view from broadcast blocked by the dugout tent, so I couldn't tell if somebody was lurking, but it'd be unusual. No problem. Yadav, you're not going to see the replay on this one due to the reset. I'm sure it's going to cut out right about now. There it goes. And that's going to be 4 more. Beautifully played. Flicked around the corner using the wrists again. Yadav moves to 24. IC All-Stars taking this over for 12. Just 27 more required. 1 ball left of the 13th. And don't forget, more KCC Morning League action tomorrow morning. HSBC Life up against Sunlawn Titans. 7 a.m. start as always. Right here on your favourite Morning League channel, KCC Morning League. There's an appeal. There's nothing doing. It will be 12 runs coming from the 13th. 117 for 2. 27 required at 3.86. Ravi Archan or Shihan? Looks like Shihan's going to come in. He's got the hat off already. Tidy last over. Just the 5 runs coming from it. Needs to find a wicket this over, though, the captain. Nothing else they can do with just 27 more runs. They need to break this 42-run partnership and get a few more wickets too. The wicket slowed HSBC down in our innings. They're going to need to do it right now if they want a chance to win this game, because Abid Khan and Akash Yadav are looking very set. It'll be Abid on strike. And that's popped up over the head of Ratanaker for another maximum. And Abid moves to 40. This one scooped out wide of Shetty. He will get there, though, as it was just a bit of a chip shot. Move to 41 for Abid Khan. Three runs per over now, 20 off 40. And hits that one straight to Ratanaker. He's come inside the circle for the left-hander. get through for a leg bye. That's a 50 partnership up between these two of just 28 deliveries. Lovely effort. Akash coming in when the score was on 75. Looking to guide the team to the victory here, these two. And calls a catch it. This could be out. Bodhigua getting underneath it. And going by the applause, he's taken the catch. I can't see, but looks like the catch has been affected. Abed Khan departs for 41. Xi'an does get their wicket they desperately needed. Not much having to move there for Bodhigua. Right down below our broadcast area. Looks down to make sure he is still inside the ropes. He was. Maran Khan comes to the crease with 19 runs required. Well, Xi'an getting the wicket. Said they needed it. They got it. And it's the big wicket of Abed Khan, Maran Khan, to the crease. Another batter that can score. He'll start with first runs out the Shetty in the deep and retain strike. So a wicket and 9 runs coming from the 14th. I see Allstars 126 for 3, needing 18 more runs for victory. Ravi Archan to bowl the 15th over. Just got a little bit overcast. Hopefully the weather stays fine. Swatted hard again to Shetty in the deep. Same way he got his first run. Maran Khan will get a second. And rotate the strike back to Akash Yadav. Another single. They can do it in singles. Mara Baloch, discussing something off air, has lost it completely. Unable to score, laughing too much. That's a dot from Ravi Archan. Chopped out in the air, but doesn't carry to Tarusha. Out near the training nets at extra cover. And this tidy over from Archan. Just making the game go a bit deeper. Well, he would like to get another wicket, I'm sure. Just 3 down so far for India Club. 2 full. And tries to pick the gap. Shetty gets around in front of the side screen nicely. One hand pick up and throw as well. I think Maran Khan was aware that that was Vinit Shetty, and there was much yelling of no for a second. They don't need to. They only need 14 off 31. No point for a silly run out at this late stage. 1 ball left to the 15th. Well, Maran's decided to go aerial and up and over the top onto... Oh, that might have gone up into the swimming pool pavilion as well. Yeah, that's a big one. 10 runs coming from the end of the 15th. Only 8 runs required now. No, we couldn't find that one, so they replaced it before I could get back down and keep commentating. Not a single. 7 required. And keeping it tidy, Xian. Again, swinging hard. Does he split the gap? No. Said, no, he did. A misfield from Said. And that means just 3 to win now. Final delivery of the 16th. That's going to be 4, and that's going to be the ball game here as IC Velocity do it in 16 with 7-wicket victory. The back of Abid Khan and Akash Yadav's bat. Watch the final delivery. A nice reverse sweep from Meran. Get the runs on the board. The batting card for IC All-Stars today. Ricky Singh with a 21-30 for Nitin Bansal. Top score for Abid Khan, 41 off 24. And not out of the end, Akash Yadav 27, Meran Khan 17. 9 extras helping them get it done in 16 overs. The bowling card, please, Myra. And just single wickets to Vinit Shetty, Ravi Archan and the captain Shian Wijatunga. So we'll have a look at the match summary. And Gurbaj Singh with 3 for 26 in the first innings, getting the job done. It was a 3 for Singh. We're just having an argument about who should be player of the match. It's a raffle between Gurbaj Singh and Abid Khan. Make sure you follow us on our socials. KCC Corporate League on Facebook will have the details of who is decided to be player of the match. But it's a 7-wicket victory here for the IC All-Stars on a Thursday at Kowloon Cricket Club. We'll be back tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. for Grade 2 with the HSBC Life up against the Sunlawn Titans. But from my Revolution broadcast, this is Aaron Bush signing off.